What's up, Restoration Nation? This is Pastor Steve Harris. And of course, my wife, Rhea, joining me here on our quarantine time. And you're watching another edition of The Main Point. Well, we had another great service, a live from the living room type of thing that we did the other day. And subject was about focus. And you know, it was actually called laser focused. And I think to myself, you know, when it's one of the toughest things that I deal with, because I can go all over the map at any given time. I get random ideas. God drops a download on me and I'm like, oh, okay. And I go this way. My wife always yells at me in my ear, focus, right?
He says yell, but it's not yelling.
It's yell.
Wives out there, come on, comment. It's not yell.
Yell.
We nicely remind them. What are you focusing on?
Is this my devotional or is this yours? Anyway.
It's both of ours because I'm in it too.
So you just hijacked it just like that. So the bottom line though, guys, is when you're you know, if you didn't see the sermon, I would highly recommend you do. But in the meantime, I want you to think about this. You're watching this today and you're like, I don't watch sermons, whatever, but you happen to come across this video. When we're focused on things in a good way, we can get a lot done. When we're all over the map and we are just like everywhere, we get nothing done. And some of you're sitting at work right now and you're going through that right now. You're like, oh, I got this thrown at me and that thrown at me and this thrown at me. But I want to turn it back to just a moment. That when you look at the bigger picture and you look about going and doing things for God, He doesn't want us to do 10,000 things. He wants us to focus on the one thing that He wants the most, which is our attention. Are we giving Him our attention? Are we focused on hearing His voice? Are we focused on prayer? Are we focused on reading the Word? Are we focused on being a part of a local church and attending or giving or whatever it may be? And the bottom line is, if you feel like you're just a scatterbrain right now and you're all over the place, during this time of quarantine and even after this quarantine is over, I want to encourage you, we want to encourage you, to just stop and smell the roses for a minute. Yes, it's an old cliche, but it really does mean something. When you stop and enjoy a cup of coffee, shameless plug for Restoration House, or just talking with a friend, spending time in prayer, blocking all the other stuff off, and just having time to focus. If God's given you a job or He's given you a specific job He wants you to do or whatever, if you're focused on 5 other things, chances are, even if women do multitasking a lot better than men.
I was going to say that, the way we're wired.
But the bottom line is, when you multitask, I believe, you're still not going to be able to do and really put in the time, quality time, into what you're supposed to be doing. Now, some people, they don't have a choice. They're single mom or single father, parent, and they're, trying to wash the dishes and watch a 2-year-old at the same time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when it's time to put the dishes away or let them sit, and it's time to focus on your child, or it's time to focus on a spouse, or it's time to focus on a job, or time to focus on writing a book. That focus, that laser focus is what you need. So, hey, for more on this, guys, go to our website, rhmillville.org. We have all of our social media tied into it. And we have blogs and videos and devotionals and different things like that. And, of course, the services. So check it out. Just take a look at the church service. May it bless you. And, again, for more on this, just go to rhmillville.org. Honey, we're going to tell them.
Get restored.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.